All right, Desmond Ridder is our last comp here. Who would you compare him to?
Well, I just wanted to spark some conversation to this one. And this goes without saying. It's without all of the political dissertation that goes when anytime you mention Colin Kaepernick's name. But I do see a very similar player. He's a player that's tall, athletic, but doesn't quite play like his size and stature you would think he would. And that was a lot very similar with Colin Kaepernick when he was coming out. One of the reasons he wasn't a first-round pick. But I think you see a guy a little bit more mechanical with his motion, much like Colin Kaepernick, but he is athletic enough to make plays with his legs. If he gets in the right system, just like Colin Kaepernick when he played in Greg Roman's system in San Francisco, you can open up things and you can put a lot of pressure on defenses with him. And I do love Desmond Ridder's record coming out of Cincinnati. He's won over 40 games. He's only lost 4. He elevated that program, much like Kaepernick did with Nevada when he was coming out. I think this is a player, again, Sam Howell and Desmond Ridder are going to get drafted lower, but I like where they're going to get drafted because that's where their value dictates they should be. The other quarterbacks, there's going to be a reach. These guys are going to fall where there's some value.
Where do you think we land as far as the number of quarterbacks in the first round? The over-under's 3.
Yeah, I hate the 3 because I think it's going to be there. I'll take the under just because I'm sticking to my guns saying this class isn't very good. But ultimately, I think 3 is the number. And I think it's probably late in the first round. Somebody trades up so they get that value of the rookie contract. But I do not envision a scenario where there's 4.
Yeah, you could also have the Detroit Lions, who have the last pick in the first round, with their second pick in the first round, taking a quarterback as well and having that number either hit or maybe go over the 3. That's Danny Kanell. He's got some comps for us for the top quarterbacks in the NFL draft. Mini Josh Allen from Malik Willis. Andy Dalton, which Danny says is not a slight. Andy Dalton, this isn't like today's Andy Dalton. This is like the Andy Dalton early days in Cincinnati.
Prime Andy Dalton.
Yeah, when he was leading them to the playoffs. Not winning in the playoffs, but getting them there. Matt Corral compared to Baker Mayfield. Sam Howell, a Russell Wilson. Best case scenario, he says. He's not putting Sam Howell in the Hall of Fame yet. And Desmond Ridder says he's like a...
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.